Hello dear students. So today we are going to discuss the chapter first of science for class 8th students, and the name of the chapter is crop production and management. Okay, so see, uh, here we will read about how the crop is grown. Okay, and how this comes into the market, then after, and ultimately we consume it. Okay, so these things we will read in this chapter, crop production and management. Okay, so now see, in the 7th class you have read about the nutrition in plants, the nutrition in animals. Okay, so how this nutrition is derived from here? This nutrition is derived from the food that we eat. So we are eating the processed food. Okay, the rice or the wheat that is grown on the field, we do not consume it as it is. We eat it in a processed way, like we eat the chapati, etc. So this is the processed food we are eating. Okay, so how this processed food came to us? Okay, how this processed food, okay, how this processed food came to us? So see, there is a sequence. So the sequence means the processed food that we are getting this processed food in a sequence. So what is this sequence? Let me tell you this. Okay, sequence 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 of processed food. Sequence of processed food means the processed food that we are eating, this comes in a sequence to us. So what is this sequence? That I will tell you. So first one, there is the production. Production, you must be knowing. Production is the crop is grown on the field. Okay, this is the production. Okay, then the next thing that comes under sequence, that is the management. You can say management means storage. Means as the food is grown in the field, then after it needs to be stored. Okay, suppose you are consuming rice in this season. Okay, now you want to consume this rice in another season also. So what do we need? We need to preserve this rice now. Okay, so this comes under the management, that is the storage. Okay, then there comes the distribution to the people. Okay, distribution. Okay, distribution. So these are the three things involved in the sequence of the processed food. These are the three things basically here: production, management, and the distribution. Okay, then after ultimately we get the processed food from the shop, etc. Are you getting this? Very good. Okay, now let me tell you one thing. Prior to 1000 BC, okay, prior to 1000 BC, like now it is 2021. Okay, so prior to 1000 BC, prior to 1000 BC, before this, the people were nomadic kind of people. Nomadic means they are not settled at a place. Okay, like our ancestors, what we call the Adi Manav. Okay, so they are not going to be settled in a place. They were wandering here and there. They were nomadic people. They were nomadic. You must be knowing, prior to 1000 BC, the people were nomadic means not settled in a place. They were not having the home. Okay, they were not settling at a place. Okay, so they were wandering here and there for the want of food. Right now, suppose for a week, for a month, they are here, and when the complete food it exhausted from here, so they will wander from here to some other place. So these kind of peoples were there prior to 1000 BC. Okay, then after 1000 BC, the people started to settle. The people started to settle at a place. They started to settle at a place. They make their villages. Okay, they started to settle at a place. So when they started to settle at a place, then there comes the art of agriculture. Then after comes the art of, before this agriculture was not there. Okay, so then after comes the art of the agriculture. So after 1000 BC, then when the people started to settle at a place, then there comes the art of agriculture. The art of agriculture comes after that. Okay, so when the art of agriculture comes, then people started the production of wheat, people started producing rice, etc. So these kind of grains people started to produce. Are you getting this? So this we have to know. Okay, then now suppose we have produced rice in this season, now we want to consume this rice in some another season. So there is a storage, there is a maintenance, there is a preservation for the rice also. Okay, so then these steps comes later. Okay, so now these were the things, some history I have told you right now. Okay, now let me define some other points here. Okay, we will discuss it, that is the classification of food. Now we will discuss classification of food based on what? Based on types. Okay, so how many types of food are there? Okay, how many types of food are there? Okay, so we have to classify the food on the basis of their types. So basically there are three types of food. So first one is the cereals. First one is the cereals, or you can include here pulses also, cereals and pulses. So this is the first one, first type of food. Cereals like wheat, rice, these are including under, coming under the cereals. Okay, cereals or pulses also you can take it here. Then comes the second type of food, that are the vegetables, and then third one is the fruits. So this basically there are three types of foods. We can classify the food into three categories: cereals or pulses, vegetables, and the fruits. Okay, so these are the three things. So this is all to be discussed today in this lecture. Some other topics will be discussed in the next lecture. Just you keep making the notes, whatever I have taught right now here, just keep making the notes also. Okay, then stay tuned, keep watching.